Hello and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. This is part one of our Christmas gnome. How is everybody today? This is going to be so much fun. I'll come back to this in just a second, but let's just say hi to a few people really quickly. Thank y'all for joining in, and please say where you're watching from. I know some of you are in much warmer climates than where we are right now. So hope that is working out great. I don't know what that line is. Let me see if I can fix something real quick, you guys. There's a weird line. Hey, Laura, how are you doing? How is your hubby doing? You're still vacationing, so I'm taking that as a good sign. Hi, Myra. How are you today? Let me see if I can fix that line really quick, you guys. I don't know what that is, but that's going to be weird if it stays in the... Let me see what that is. Ooh. Oh, you know what I think I have to do? All right, hold on one sec. I think we have the camera at a odd angle. Let's see if this fixes it a little. Then I can push it back a little bit more. Hold on just a second. Just move this whole thing up like this. That'll help us out, and that won't be so distracting. How does that look? Any better? I love fooling with virtual backgrounds and technology. So I decided with a friend this morning that the updates always happen on Tuesday because everybody goes back to work on Monday, and then they start fooling with everything, and that's what happens. So yeah, it's really it gets really interesting on Tuesday. I usually start trying to make sure all the updates are processed around 8:30 in the morning, and sometimes we're good to go by noon, and sometimes we're not. Today seems to be okay, I think. All right, let's get up here and see. Oh, somebody's in cold Michigan. I think you had snow, right? Didn't you guys have snow? Hi. Hello, it's good to see you. Going back to the 50s. Okay, well, that feels pretty good. It's 52 here right now, and it's okay. Okay, good, Laura. That's awesome. That's awesome. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's only 51 where you are, Holly. I really expected it to be warmer where you were. Awesome, Miss Debbie. Everybody got all their Thanksgiving preparations done? You got all your stuff purchased? Hola. Is that May? Is that Maite? Hello, hello. All right, so I want to just go ahead and jump in. I know it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, so thank you so much for taking the time to come and pop on and say hello and watch a tutorial. I will be back tonight to finish this. Priscilla's at Taco Bell. I love it. Hey, Sally, how are you? Hello, hello. Oh, May, I had so much fun yesterday. I made all kinds of things in the moldable royal icing. Like I just had 2 hours. I didn't have a whole day, but I had 2 hours where I just played. And oh, I'm so excited about this. So excited. Can't believe it. 28. I'm sorry. It's 28. I'm sorry. I just feel cold when you said it. I got a shiver. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you have all your shopping done and you were able to get everything you needed. I got us a teeny tiny turkey, tiny, so that we won't have tons and tons of leftovers, but it'll be enough for like 4 meals. So I'll start on all that stuff tomorrow. But so excited. Only one thing, if you got one of the Christmas boxes, one thing is showing out for delivery. So we're good to go for the ship date of next Monday for your boxes. And let's just say I might have got a little Christmas shopping happy and added a few things. So you don't know what's in there, so you won't know what I added, but I did have some fun, and there might be a couple extra things in there for you. I mean, it's Christmas. Holiday season. All right, so let's jump in here and look at something real quick. Hey, let me see a couple more people popping on. 36 feels like 28. That's even worse because that means you have like wet weather, right? The wet cold is worse. All right, let's look at something really quickly. So in the spring after Cookie-a-thon, when I did my Maddie Lane Gnome piece, I did some add-on classes, and this was her boyfriend. Do you guys remember him? A bunch of you took that class. So if you have this cutter set, you can start right with this cutter set, and I'm going to show you how I adjusted it because we're going to make a Christmas gnome today for our stand-up 3D pieces. And did you guys see the little reel I put together with the rustic wooden unicorn pull behind toy? So that's up. You can see pictures of that from last week. The tutorials for that, part 1 and part 2, are on all the Facebook groups, right? Because they're either on my personal page, which is Amy Hicks, or the group page, which is Cookie Snack Attack with Seriously Sweet, or my storefront page, which is Seriously Sweet, or my YouTube channel, which is Seriously Sweet Cupcakes, I believe. So in all those places. But honestly, guys, when it's time to watch replays, it's a lot easier to just go to the YouTube channel because you're only dealing with videos there. And they're in date order, and they also have a little header now I noticed yesterday at the top that separates pre-recorded from live stream from uploaded. So anything that was live, like it's not just all grouped in videos now. So anything we did live, you can find really quick now. All right, so anyway, this was what the gnome cutter was we started out from, but I decided that I wanted to make mine a little bit smaller because I wanted it to look like a toy, like my rocking horse. So I downsized it. So I want to talk to you about how to do that. And this will also help the people that don't already own the cutter. Now, if you own the cutter and you want to go full size, okay? Let's see what this says. Kids are at the in-laws. Ooh, nice, Holly. That sounds like fun. Your Christmas box was your gift to yourself. That's awesome, Sally. Hey, Allison, how are you today? Hello, Facebook user. All right, so let's get started. This next part will help you if you ever need to, let's say you ordered your cutters late, or they arrived late, or you just decided you didn't want to buy cutters because you're only going to do a class one time. It's not something you want to repeat, whatever the case may be. So I just jumped on Dots and Bows Designs and printed this out. And the only reason I did it from their site and not from my files is because that's what you guys would have to do, right? So I just printed this out on my computer. I just wanted the main design because I'm not doing that big floor to make him stand up. I want to show you another way to make him stand up. So I don't need this little bit here, right here. Let's lift this up a little bit if it doesn't get too much in the way. I have a surprise for you guys next week. I can't tell you what it is just in case internet does not cooperate, but you'll see on the schedule that I have a travel day next week. And so it's not marked to have Tutorial Tuesday, but I have a surprise for you, I hope, on Monday, and then something else on Tuesday. So it may be at a weird time, but stay tuned because I hope to have something fun for you. May, Sally got her box. Thank you so much for helping her. I have another order in too. All right. So I printed this out. I have it set. It's just reduced a little bit. It's not a lot. I could have gone with the original cutter, but I have it reduced to like 5.5 because my rocking horse, I think, ended up being like 6.5 when it was put together. So I'm just basically going to use this as an outline, but I think you guys are going to be shocked. Now, I'm a planner. You know this about me. So you know that when I started this boyfriend cutter, I was thinking, okay, these cutters are expensive. STL files are expensive. I mean, I'm not saying they're overpriced. I'm just saying they cost money. So I feel like for a value that you need to be able to use things multiple times. So when I was doing our spring series, there were things in that series that I was like, oh, we can definitely use that at Christmas time. And I had things in mind. So I tweaked designs, just a little 1/4 inch here, a 1/2 inch there, whatever, that I felt like at the time, and made some sketches so that we could use it at the holidays. So let me show you how the boyfriend is so easy to reuse. And we're going to make we're going to make a Christmas elf. So I called it Christmas gnome so I wouldn't wreck the surprise, but we're actually going to make a Christmas gnome elf. Okay. So I had this cut out. Let me fix this little part right here. And that's all I did, you guys. I just roughly trimmed. I didn't get exact. I don't use an X-Acto knife and go nuts. It's just not worth all that stress. All right. So here's my original cutout. So then what I did is I decided, okay, well, I don't want to use that big base to stand him up. I want to use some extra trees. But I don't know that you guys ever noticed this, and no one said in the springtime, because the boyfriend design is so specific. Let's just look at what we did with it this spring one more time before we jump into what we're about to do with it. So you can see that that is this cutter. You can see the tree over to the left. That bump out is the shovel, the elbow, and the glove. You can see that. Okay, but those things were tweaked after I did my original drawing for my spring boyfriend gnome, because we have options. So with this same cutter, if you guys get inspired today, with this same cutter, you can make a Christmas girl gnome. By flipping it, you could flip it this way and make a girl gnome, and I'll show you what the design thought process was for that if you want to do that. And then you can also make an elf. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the elf today. If we get time, I could circle back another day and maybe do the girl, his girlfriend, the Christmas themed girlfriend. But let me just show you what I had in mind, and then you guys can print this out and start sketching. Okay. So I decided I wanted to use extra trees to stand him up. And no one ever noticed in the springtime. I was really worried one of you was like going to blurt it out during the live stream or during class or something, but no one said anything. So did you guys ever notice the tree was actually shaped to look like a baby gnome? You see him? Can you see it now? Now that you're not looking at the finished gnome, can you see it? All right. And then the shovel was redone to be a straight up and down shovel instead of an across the front shovel, because it makes the cutest little elf ear. So we can do his little nose up here with this hat, and we can have an ear, and then we can put an ear over here, or we can just have the end of it and have his hat covering it. Now for the girl, if you were to flip this, just try to look through the paper here. This was also laid out because it makes a great bow. Do you see the bow loop? And you can have another bow loop right here. And this is one of the tails. And then the other tail could be right here, right? Just by flipping it. And then you can put them together. Isn't that cute? All right. So let's get going. Can you guys see that while you're looking at it? Let's see. Hey, Sharon, how are you doing? Hello, Miss Barbara. So cute, right? So here's the body. Here's what I decided to do. Before I baked, I went ahead and shaped this part so it would be the baby gnome. Okay, so I cut this off when I trimmed out my pieces. Get rid of this. So this is my body, and I took a little liberty. I didn't get crazy about staying right on the line. Okay, and then here's my little body. And so I made this elf, but I went ahead and made him a little taller because I baked some little feet on him, just because that's going to help with stability when we stand it up. See? So this technically can go right here, and it can be glued to this big body. You could leave it attached. I wanted the ability to do this, though. I wanted to put another solid tree. This is actually going to be a tree. I wanted the ability to put a tree back there and then to put this baby gnome on the front so it looked like it was standing out in front of the big one. And then I have another tree that I'm going to put behind it. I don't want to lift it right now because I cracked my cookie a few minutes ago. I just baked these this morning. But this tree is going to go behind it, right behind where this baby is, but on the back. And it will be iced. We'll ice it tonight as a tree and color the edges, and then we'll attach it so that when it's standing up, it has 3 layers of cookie. It'll basically be like this. And so it'll stand up really nicely, and we won't need that whole platform. The platform would make it harder for you guys to move around if you're going to use it on tabletop or mantle displays. So that is what we're working on. Look, I lost a piece of cookie. I tried some new flavoring yesterday. Well, it's not new. I just haven't used it in a while. But I tried some more than cake flavors yesterday. Yesterday, I baked off a batch or made a batch. of butter pecan, maple praline, which I use all the time. I love it. Raspberry, which I really like, and black cherry from the More Than Cake flavors. All of them smelled incredible when I was mixing the dough. And I've used 2 slabs of the dough. So butter pecan and maple praline. I've already used up the dough. And no one's going to eat these cookies because I'm not in my food safe kitchen. So I'm not wearing my hairnet. I'm not wearing gloves, all of that. But I decided, why torture myself? I should just still enjoy the nice smells of the holidays while I'm baking, even if it's for the tutorials, right? I thought it might put me more in the mood for everything. So anyway, that is why I tried some more flavors out yesterday. So you know where to get this if you need to grab that, okay? We're going to keep all of our 3D Christmas pieces we're doing over the next few weeks that we're reusing old cutters, old designs. Like, for instance, again, just in case you're just joining us, we are remaking a Christmas gnome elf from our spring Maddie Lane's boyfriend cookie that we did after Cookie-a-thon. So we're using that set of cutters if you already own them. And if you don't own them, you can jump on the Dots and Bows website. If you just want to do this one cookie and get the printout, the silhouette, you can print it out and use that. Or just go buy the cutters. Friday, they'll have a sale again where it's buy 3, get 1 free. So you can do that if you want to keep it. The gnome ones have lots of uses, but this specifically was designed to be the boyfriend. So the gnome for the spring has the shovel here, but we are going to use this to be an elf ear for Christmas. And then if you flip it over and you want to do a matching girlfriend and have them go in a different direction, or if you want to do it the same direction, you can turn this into a bow right here at the end of her cap and have a side profile with the little girl gnome if you want to. But I also tried baking a few little dough balls on the bottom to make the feet to help it stand up. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And we're going to do a whole bunch of different tipless piping bag techniques. We're not going to use tips tonight, so don't worry about that. But you do need some red. You need some white. I don't know where my white got off to. Sorry. Here's my white. You need whatever flesh tone that you want to use for your gnome. I would recommend 2 shades of green, and I'm not sure we're going to use any black on here, but I have it ready to go in case we want to do the feet in black. And I don't know, but we might use, if you have your, you have a little ball of fondant around, go ahead and color it, whatever your flesh tone is that you're going to be using. We might use that to make some 3D noses. We don't have to, but I thought it would be cute. So we'll have that tonight. I would have just some Christmas sprinkles. It doesn't have to be these. This is a mix of red, white, and Christmas green nonpareils. And I've got some 2mm candy balls mixed in here too, plus the nonpareils. Just some Christmas sprinkles. I mean, really, you could use any Christmas sprinkles that you have. We're only using it in a little tiny area. So don't go buy these if you don't have them. Use what you have. But we're going to stay in the traditional Christmas colors for tonight, okay? Now, does anybody have any questions before we go? Oh, Nicole, I hope you'll be back tonight. Like the bow, Dawn. All right, anybody have any questions? Because I don't need to keep you too long this morning. When I come back tonight, some parts of this will already be iced and set up because I need to run them through the dehydrator for a few hours. So when you do come back tonight, this will not be long, like a 2-hour tutorial tonight. Part of it's going to be done so that we can move through it, and I'll talk you through what I did ahead of time. But tonight, don't come prepared to decorate with me. Just come to watch the tutorial, and then you can replay it at your convenience from any of the normal places whenever you guys want to. Okay. Anybody have any questions? We all good? Everybody's Thanksgiving orders out the door. Are you done? Was that Saturday for you, or are you guys still finishing up cookies for people? And is anybody on team no sleep? Anybody? I can't tell. I can't tell what you guys are up to. I don't know if I'm just not seeing comments. It looks like they're going on Facebook, but I can't see them on my screen. So if you do have any questions before we jump off here right now, maybe message me, because it looks like, oh, there we go. No, it's rolling again. Oh, okay. Deborah says she's still finishing up orders. Let's see if we're good to go here. Let's see. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're okay. It looks like it's rolling again. Okay. Well, you guys, thank you so much. Holly, you have pickups today and tomorrow. Still working. Yeah. Okay. Team house cleanup. No sleep. Sorry. But you'll be ready, right? You must be having a bunch of family over. My Thanksgiving, I hope, is going to be very, very quiet. Hopefully I get to have some fun in the cookie studio on Thanksgiving Day. All right, you guys, I'll see you tonight. So if you have any questions, you can message me today. But tonight I will have some of this already decorated because I need to have a base layer of certain areas done so that we can finish it up tonight. Okay. All right. Oh, and don't forget, you guys, I meant to say this right off the bat when we first came on. Not this weekend because it's Thanksgiving weekend, but next weekend is our last Stackables class of the year. It is the Candy Nutcracker. We'll be doing him. There's lots of techniques on there. He's a 4-part cookie. The group is already open to people that want to get in there and get ready to go. We will be having our live class from 4 to 7 p.m. on Saturday, December 3rd. There's a prep video. There's only one prep video, but we will be doing a live prep video on Thursday, December 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in that same group. You can purchase this class. It's still available. This one class is still currently discounted. It can be purchased on our website, which is seriouslysweetcupcakes.com if you want to get in on that. But there's all kinds of goodies in there. There's my regular sugar cookie recipe. There's a royal icing recipe. There's very bad videos on how to do both of those. Those need to be refilmed, but involves reshot, but it involves moving all of my equipment back to the store to do that. So that's not going to happen right now, but they'll get you through. Just turn the sound down when I tell you to. Also, there's a bow making video in there. There's packaging information. There's gift tags that you can print out that coordinate with our Candy Nutcracker. There's Cookie Snack Attack, Cookie Education System cards in there, like the gamut. It's in there. There's tons of stuff to get ready for you guys for class. So if you're not in on that class yet, then jump in on that. Hold on one second. She sacrificed the housework. That's hilarious, Allison. Yes, his hat is a cupcake. We're going to sculpt it. We're not going to do it with parchment like we did last year. We're going to sculpt it. So that one's going to be really fun, I think. Terry, supplier for the flavors. It is More Than Cake. Does anybody have that link for Jackie's site that's on here with us? Can you drop that in? But it's More Than Cake. And the flavors, let me just go back through my brain again on the flavors. I did butter pecan, maple praline, raspberry, and black cherry. That's the ones I made up yesterday. And if somebody doesn't drop that link in, I'll come back and put it in. Terry, tell me which page you're watching from. Are you watching from Amy Hicks, Seriously Sweet, or Cookie Snack Attack? And I'll make sure I go back to that particular video to drop the link for you. Because there's also a code, which is CSA, and that'll get you an extra 10% off. And that shows up at checkout, I believe, is how that's working. I don't think there's been any changes on her processing. All right, guys, let's end it. Short video for this morning so you can get ready for tonight. And I can't wait for you to see the little elf because he's so cute. All right. Oh, perfect. Sally, thank you for posting that for me. So go to morethancakesonline.com and then look for the perfect palette. Okay. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Get that Thanksgiving shopping done because tomorrow is going to be a madhouse. I'll see you guys later. Bye.